When the firmware update tool first launches, it will attempt to pull the current device manifest that is used to determine which devices are supported and their current firmware versions. The manifest is based on Crestron's repository of firmware files available for download through our FTP site. If the PC running the firmware updater tool does not have internet access, the tool will use a built-in copy of the device manifest so that the tool will still function. The current firmware versions presented may not be up to date. It is best practice to launch the tool first from a location with internet access before physically traveling to a job site where firmware updates are to be performed if that job site does not have internet access. By default, the current User's Document folder on the PC is used to house the firmware files. This location can be changed by selecting the folder icon to the right of the firmware directory box and selecting a different location. The folder chosen for the default firmware files location must not be a cloud-based drive such as a OneDrive, Dropbox, Box, or Google Drive, as they are not supported. Firmware files are scanned by the firmware update tool and require the files to be locally located on the PC. The tool can scan any firmware files placed in this folder. When a device is discovered in a later step, the device can be linked to its specific firmware files. Because of this functionality, it allows the flexibility of manually placing a firmware file in a selected folder. This is especially useful for scenarios where Crestron TrueBlue support or the Advanced Technical Support Group has provided a pre-release version of firmware to resolve a specific issue.